Enter a world where wild beauty tells its endless stories. The film invites you on a journey into the heart of the wilderness. The Soča River and Triglav National Park are places where nature reveals its secrets. Before you stretches a breathtaking view, the majestic valley of the Soča River. Visiting this area is not just an ordinary trip, but a true journey of discovery. It is an opportunity to immerse yourself in the wild nature, feel its power and beauty, and take away memories that will stay with you forever. When you find yourself on the riverbank, listening to its murmuring and admiring the majestic peaks of the Julian Alps, you will understand why this place is considered one of the most beautiful corners of Europe. The Julian Alps, extending from northeastern Italy to Slovenia, are part of the Limestone Alps. This mountain range, named after Julius Caesar, who founded the Roman town of Forum Iuli here, today's Cividale del Friuli, is deeply rooted in history. A large part of the Slovenian Julian Alps is protected by Triglav National Park, the only national park in Slovenia. The range is known for dramatic limestone formations, deep valleys, mountain lakes, and waterfalls. Triglav, with an impressive height of 2,864 meters, is the highest peak of the Julian Alps and a symbol of Slovenia, proudly featured on the Slovenian flag. Here, where nature showcases its finest work, you are reminded of how wonderful and beautiful our world can be. The Julian Alps are a place where many rivers originate, including the Soča. This river, also known as the Emerald Beauty, is among the most beautiful in Europe. It is a part of Slovenian identity, appearing in their literature and poetry. Why is the Soča so special? Well, the nature and geology of this region reveal the answer. The Julian Alps are made of limestone, which allows water to pass through excellently. Rainwater and melting snow seep into the crevices, forming complex underground streams. In the Trenta Valley, this water surfaces as a crystal-clear spring, marking the beginning of the Soča River's journey. This water is so pure that you can drink it straight from the source, a testament to the untouched nature of the Triglav National Park. The emerald hue of the Soča River is a fascinating natural phenomenon, caused by specific minerals. These minerals are slowly absorbed by the water during its underground journey through various rocks and sediments. The river begins its 138-kilometer journey to the Adriatic Sea, and is known for its variability. Fascinating, isn't it? If you think you know it, you're mistaken. Not a single year has the Soča been the same. The river's flow changes suddenly, and its beds and large rocks are like houses of cards to it. It plays with them like pieces on a chessboard. Believe that everyone admires this magical ability, which attracts people here every year. Yes, that is the Soča. Boca Waterfall, located in the stunningly picturesque valley of the river near the town of Bovec in Slovenia. The area is, of course, composed of ancient limestone from the Triassic period, only about 200 million years old. How amazing that limestone, which erodes and dissolves so easily in water, has contributed to the creation of this waterfall. Erosion has formed steep slopes and faults, the foundation of any decent waterfall. Water seeps through the limestone layers, forms underground channels and caves, and thus brilliantly influences the hydrological mode. The waterfall was formed where the Boca River overcomes in elevation, thanks to a combination of tectonic uplift and glacial erosion. The surroundings of the waterfall, which is approximately 106 meters high, are truly unique, full of plants and animals that love the moist, rocky environment. This complex mix of geological, hydrological, and climatic factors makes Boca Waterfall a significant natural phenomenon in the Julian Alps region. Bovec is a place where history and adrenaline meet like old friends. In the heart of the Julian Alps, where the Bronze Age felt at home, a picturesque town has grown. Later, during the Roman period, an important trade route led from south to north here. The small town is surrounded by majestic mountains, like Kanin, which rises high into the sky to the northwest. To the east, we have the peak Svinjak, which truly resembles a reclining lion. If you look at it from a sufficient distance, you can be sure it's looking at you with the expression, "No, I'm not just a rock. I am the majestic king of this valley." Today, Bovec is known as a center for outdoor activities, where adrenaline enthusiasts come down like an avalanche. Rafting and kayaking are so popular here that even the fish have had to buy helmets just to protect themselves from the impact of sporting enthusiasts. And if you're an angler, you're in paradise. Not only will you find some of the best fishing conditions, but also history. The villages of Kamno and Volarje are hidden gems where history blends with the present, and every stone and alley tells its story. Ancient churches and traditional Slovenian houses give the place a unique character. The impressive stone bridge, although named after Napoleon, was not built in his era, but bears his name because it was used by his troops. This bridge is an architectural masterpiece and a symbol of the connection between different epochs and cultures. The town of Kobarid, with its strategic location, played a significant role during the First World War. Visiting Kobarid and its surroundings means delving into history, enjoying the beauty of nature, and experiencing Slovenian hospitality. Whether you are drawn to history, adventure, or the peaceful countryside, this part of Slovenia offers everything for an unforgettable stay. Fly fishing is one of the most popular and oldest methods of fishing. It is practiced worldwide. This method is characterized by its elegance and technical precision. Its history dates back to ancient cultures. The earliest known mentions come from the Roman Empire. However, the modern form of fly fishing began to develop in the 19th century, especially in Britain. The first books and guides on fly fishing appeared during this time, making it more popular and accessible to the general public. The first artificial flies were also developed, forming the basis for modern fly fishing techniques. The catch and release principle is practiced to help maintain healthy fish populations. The fishing season runs from April to October, with the best period typically from May to the end of July. In the morning, as the sun begins to rise, I head to my favorite fishing spot. The air is cool and fresh, and a quiet landscape surrounds me. The sounds of nature awaken. As Ernest Hemingway writes, fishing is an art that teaches us patience and respect for nature. Each cast is like a small art form that fills me with joy. The experience of silence and the sounds of nature reminds me of Ralph Waldo Emerson's words. Nature is not just our enemy, but also our friend. Sometimes the fish are active and take my fly. Other times, I wait in vain. Fly fishing often requires patience and skill, making each catch even more rewarding. In recent decades, strict rules have been established to protect native fish species. Watch out. Here it is. Suddenly, I feel a tug on the rod. My heart races, and adrenaline surges through my veins. After a few tense seconds, I manage to land a trout trying to escape. This king of the pool is truly a strong and healthy fish, well aware of every angler's thoughts. It fights beautifully and pulls against the cold current. It's a fantastic feeling. I don't always succeed in netting the fish on the first try. I'm nervous, hardly breathing. Seeing such a fish is an experience. I mustn't ruin or rush anything. Patience and humility should guide me. The feeling is indescribable. Such fishing, battling with a majestic trout, is a grand drama. Truth be told, the fish usually win over the anglers. An unwritten fishing rule says the biggest fish is always the one that gets away. You simply have to experience it. Today's catch means a trophy catch for me. Thousands of steps and casts must be made in pursuit of the goal. This state of waiting is liberating in itself. It's a time for reflection and introspection. During these moments, thoughts, plans, and dreams that would otherwise go unnoticed form in my mind. Such a calm little pond, can always surprise you. You will mostly find rainbow trout here. Unfortunately, brown trout, brook trout, or grayling are a thing of the past. The endemic fish of the Soča River is the marble trout, Salmo marmoratus. The marble trout is characterized by its unique marbled coloring. It can reach a length of up to 120 centimeters and weigh more than 20 kilograms. It grows very slowly and is among the top predators in the river. The pond's drama starring the rainbow trout is not over yet. Such a day is not to be taken for granted. Fish are moody, but today they seem to like it. They compete to be photographed and see a world different from what they know. I feel like they are playing. I won't lie. I like it too. As John Gajrak writes, a fish is not just a fish. It's an experience that reminds us of life's beauty. As the day draws to a close and the sun begins to set on the horizon, I gather my gear and return home with a sense of fulfillment. Even if I didn't catch many fish, the day was rich with experiences. Fishing has taught me that it's not about the number of catches, but the peace we find in nature and the memories we take away. As the sun sets behind the mountain and the Soča Valley is bathed in magical light, the turquoise water of the river turns to liquid gold, reflecting the last rays of the day. The Soča is more than just a river. It is a symbol, a challenge, the history and the future of Slovenia in one. We are glad that you stuck it out until the end, so we could show you a fraction of what the Soča River and its surroundings have to offer.